not to buy video. I know a lot of you have been requesting me to do one, and I've been actually trying a lot of things to add to this video, so I hope you enjoy it. The first item on my list is my little speaker. Now this is from Ultimate Ears. I've had this for a little over a year, I think. I don't know why I haven't put this into one of my earlier videos. Actually, I should have, because it is so good. Now I actually have a set of 2 or 3. The bigger one was so loud that I've actually kept it in Colaba. Like, this is great for like a house this size. It's priced at around 7,000 rupees, but I think on Amazon right now you can get it for 4,000 something, which I think is a great deal for this size. It's really easy to use, Bluetooth compatible, so you just put it on, pair it with your device, and I'm going to show you guys how loud this guy is. Y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba. This is the full volume, which is really loud. So that's the full volume, which is really loud even in this house. Like, I usually use it at about 3/4 or half the volume bar, which is pretty intense. So just this guy, super light, super small, and yeah, very intense. The biggest plus for me is that it is waterproof, so you can actually chuck this guy into a swimming pool and play your music. That's really cool. I keep him in the shower. There's this little loop here, you can see, listen to music every time I shower, which I really like, and I always wanted that. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to have like a speaker in the shower, like a nice speaker with great sound quality. This is one of those. The other plus is that it is a 360-degree sound system, so you can see there's a speaker all around, so it's not unidirectional. It's not just facing one way, so the sound is more wholesome, the sound is better than a lot of other speakers, and I think that's why it's so loud. It also has a great battery, about 10 hours of playing time, but I don't really know how that works because I usually use it across, you know, multiple days. But yeah, I rarely have to charge this guy, and he charges really quickly as well. So yeah, really small, really compact. You can take this anywhere without thinking about the weight, and that's what I love about it. And it's waterproof, so you can just leave it anywhere without, you know, getting like, oh my god, my speaker. So yeah, that's why I will definitely say, if you're looking for a nice small compact speaker, to buy. Next up, we have a service. Okay, so Ferns and Petals offers a same-day floral delivery service. Now, they've been offering this for a while now, I think, and I've used them multiple times, and I've had this problem 2 times already, which is why I wanted to mention it. It's not like a one-off thing, and I think their cancellation policy is also not very great. So recently I wanted to send my mom a bouquet of flowers for her birthday, and I booked the same-day delivery option in the morning, and the guy called me in about, say, an hour, asking for directions, etc, etc. All of that happened. Called me about 5-6 times in the day asking for directions, and I kept giving him landmarks, directions, etc. And then I was like, dude, you can use Google Maps, you can ask someone. I don't know what else to tell you. I've said everything to you. And then it was 6 p.m. The flowers still hadn't reached her. And then the guy just stopped answering my calls, and I realized that he's not actually going to deliver it. He was just making all this up. And then around 9-10 p.m. I got an email from Ferns and Petals saying, we could not deliver because you were not home to accept the delivery. And I was like, this is crazy, because my mom was home the whole day and the guy didn't deliver it, and then I had to tell her that you're not meant to send me flowers, but this is what happened, and it kind of sours the whole experience, especially when you're doing it for a special occasion. Usually you send flowers to thank someone or on their birthday, anniversary, things like that. So I called their service center the next morning and I said this is what had happened, and that your guy is lying, and that the flowers were never delivered, he didn't even attempt to deliver them, etc, etc. And then they were like, okay, we'll take it into consideration. I said, well, now, you know, it's all ruined. It was a surprise. My mom knows, and I don't want to send her flowers the day after her birthday, so you can just cancel them because I don't want them anymore, and give me a refund. And she said, oh, we don't have a refund policy, which was really bizarre, because I'm like, if you can't get the job done, then you have to refund someone. Then I tweeted about it and again complained about it, and then someone else called me, and because I had tweeted, they were like, oh, okay, let's check, we'll have to check and see if you can get a refund, etc, etc. This went on for 2 days, and after 2 days they sent me an email saying your refund has been processed. So yeah, if you're offering a same-day delivery service for something like this, you have to be able to deliver. If you can't deliver, you have to be able to refund people easily. They shouldn't have to ask you 50 times for a refund. I would definitely say not to buy if you're looking to surprise your loved ones on an occasion, because this has happened to me twice and both times they have failed to deliver and it's very annoying. Also, if any of you know any other sites that do flowers same day delivery, please comment below for everybody else, because I always thought Ferns and Petals was the most known one and the best one, but clearly they don't deliver most of the time, so leave them in the comments. Okay, next up on my list is an app. It is Filmic Pro. Now, if you are a video enthusiast, this is what you want in your life. Filmic Pro is a really cool app. The best thing about it is that you can adjust the exposure, you can adjust the focus. So, you know, when your iPhone camera normally, the exposure goes crazy, like when you're shooting into light, for example, like when I'm shooting right now, if I'm shooting into this window, you will see that the light will change, especially if a person is in front of it and you can't really control the exposure. It keeps going in and out of focus and things like that. Whereas if you use Filmic Pro, you can lock the exposure, you can lock the focus on the person that you want to focus on the object that you want to focus on, and it stays there. And it's an amazing tool to shoot with if you're someone who does video content. So I first found out about this app when we were shooting for Yumi in Malaysia, the show that we did. It was actually on TV, and a lot of the show was actually shot on an iPhone with Filmic Pro, which I think is amazing because you don't even realize today the kind of things that we can do with just our phones. So this app basically just turns your phone into like a digital camera, like a DSLR. The quality is unreal. Like when you shoot with your iPhone, the only thing I have a problem with is the exposure and focus and things like that. And with Filmic Pro, boom, you know, you've got a DSLR in your hands. That's what it feels like. And it's so easy to shoot with. There's so many things that I use Filmic Pro for now when I'm shooting content, especially with my vlogs. It's so easy. Even the whole bit that you're going to see next is shot on Filmic Pro, which I will tell you guys about. So yeah, it's really easy. You don't really need to carry your vlog camera around anymore, or this guy, my big DSLR anymore. All you need is this and Filmic Pro, which is amazing. Now, it is not a free app. It's about 1200 rupees in the App Store, but I think it's totally worth it if you are a filming enthusiast like me. For someone like me, it has changed my life. And for work, it's amazing because I can shoot so much content on the go with just my phone. Also, comment below and tell me if you guys want me to do a vlog, maybe completely shot on my iPhone using Filmic Pro or just my iPhone, just to see the video quality. If you guys want me to do that, I can do like a standalone vlog just shot on my phone. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, if you're someone who shoots a lot of video content on your phone, definitely to buy. If you're not, then obviously not to buy, because I don't think you need it. Okay, next up we have my Philips garment steamer that again a lot of you have been asking me to review. I've been using it for a while now. I unboxed it for you guys in a vlog. I don't know if you missed it, I will link it here. So this is a pretty big professional steamer. I have two steamers actually. I have this one and then I have this one, which is a random Jugadu 400 rupees steamer from Amazon. So I will tell you why this is better than this, or if it's not. Are you ready? So the Philips steamer is priced at around 8,000 on their website, but you always have great deals on Amazon. You get it for 5,000-6,000. It's always on discount, so I would definitely recommend buying it from there. That's where I got mine from. It's a full professional steamer, so I will definitely say that it's worth the price. When you get it for 5,000-6,000 rupees, you will get a lot of use out of this guy. So it has 5 settings. It comes with a lot of accessories. So you have this whole bit, which is the board, which has clips as well, so you can hang your trousers and things like that. You can put your clothes over this and iron them, which works really well. It comes with a glove, which is to protect you from the heat, and another brush attachment, which also helps in making pleats and things like that. That's the best part about this. I think that it's so easy to use. This is the main steamer bit, you can see. It's a nice big size. So if you compare it to this, which is my little mini steamer, you can see the difference in how much steam will come out. Now first I want to talk a little bit about why you actually need a garment steamer and why it's better than an iron, because you can't iron all your clothing items. So garment steamers are for expensive items. You can actually iron anything with it. Even synthetic fabrics will never get burnt, which is the most amazing part. So I'm going to show you some clothes and I'm going to like show you how they work with the iron as well, so that you understand why it's better than having just a regular iron. So for example, stuff like this, I would never be able to iron this. It's like I think a transparent little patla fabric, fully creased, but I could never iron this directly. I would have to put a cloth over this. The results would not be very great. So yeah, for stuff like this is amazing. Pleated skirts like this, you know, things with pleats on them, you can never iron these with a traditional iron. You will never get great results. For those kind of things, steam irons are amazing. Again, blouses and tops that have interesting bases like this has got, you know, pleats on the bottom. You cannot iron this properly with a regular iron. You need a steam iron to get the best results. And synthetic fabrics. So this I definitely cannot iron with my iron. It will completely burn. It is like a synthetic fabric, but with my steam iron, nothing's gonna burn. So for your expensive clothing, like when you have expensive dresses, saris, designer items, you definitely do not want to iron them normally. That iron will leave that, you know, that line, shimmery line on a lot of fabrics, and it really ruins your clothes. This does not ruin your clothes. It will keep your clothes lasting for much longer. It's a lot easier to do because you just put anything onto this and you just iron it, and you know, you use your hand. It takes a little bit of getting used to, I will be honest, because you need to know how to use the steam iron. If you're using it the wrong way, you will not get the best results. So that is something you want to practice and, you know, play with the settings, what fabrics work better with what settings, things like that, and then work with it. But once you get the hang of it, you will love it, trust me, and you will not want to iron your clothes with a traditional iron. Now, is it better to get this one or this one? Now, this totally depends on your usage, guys. I've had this for over a year. I bought this ages ago from Amazon. It still lasts. It's not great quality. It spits a lot. When I say it spits a lot, it's like when the steam comes out, you have a lot of water spitting as well. So you have a lot of blotches of wet patches, like you can't instantly wear the garment. There's a lot of spitting. This one doesn't really spit, so that's a lot better. It's a lot more uniform steam and lighter. This I feel goes because it's cheap and I don't know what make, but yeah, it's just random. It is, however, very convenient. Like when I travel, I can take this like to a wedding or for an event. It's really easy to iron stuff. You just get the water out and you take it. It's like a little kettle. This guy, of course, is not very portable. You do have portable ones from Philips and things like that as well. I did an extensive survey on Instagram. I asked a lot of people which was the best garment steamer they'd use, and most people said this. So that's why I got this one. So I did ask a lot of people. After a lot of people recommended this, I got this, and I must say, I think it is the best. Like a lot of people said, don't get the handheld one because it's not as great. Like with this, I think with the whole attachment, the poles, you can make this higher, lower. You can hang a hanger here. You can clip the clothes on, put a top right onto this. It makes it really, really easy to use. You can use this. It, however, needs a refill very quickly. That has a big tank and lasts really long. Like since I bought it, I've ironed already maybe 5 or 6 times and I haven't had to refill the tank yet. It's still got water in it. This one, however, with each garment you have to refill, so that's a bit of a pain. And now ever since I bought this, I don't really use this unless I'm traveling. I used to give a lot of my clothes to the laundry to get like steamed. So this saves a lot of money, guys. Like I bought this and I have not been to the laundry even once in the last, 4 weeks. So that is amazing because usually I send a lot of stuff to the laundry. So if you're someone like that, definitely to buy. If you're not, I would say buy a cheap one like this just for when you need it. But I will definitely say still have a garment steamer around. It is amazing. Now last but definitely not the least, a lot of you have seen my brows being done at the Benefit Brow Bar. That's like a tongue twister. Benefit Brow Bar, the Benefit Brow Bar by Umang. And she does a fantastic job. I've been working with her on my brows for I think 5-6 months now, I think, yeah, and I love what she does to my brows. So a lot of you had questions when you guys saw me do my brows in my vlog, so I thought I would answer those questions here and tell you why I prefer waxing my brows to threading. So number one, I think it's a lot less painful than threading. Honestly, like when you pull out one hair and you tweeze or you thread, it's a lot more painful than waxing. Like this, just one strip goes and everything comes off, which is amazing. The shape, I definitely feel like my brows have become denser and like they've widened a bit. Like I was trying to get them thicker, and that was not happening with threading. Like I felt like the lady kept making them thinner and thinner every time, and I was losing more hair than like I wanted to. So when your brows are done by an expert, they give you a shape that works for your face, which I really feel this is amazing. Like this is just me with a brow pencil, my brows being done, that's it, nothing else. The other plus is the wax. They use this special pearl wax that is specially for like face waxing, so you don't really get a lot of reaction, things like that. I have sensitive skin. My skin just erupts for maybe 20-30 minutes and then settles down completely. I've never had like a reaction that stays on after waxing, which is great. They don't double dip. So again, every time they put a stick into the wax, they use a new stick. Every time they put a strip, they use a new strip. They don't pull with the same strip. So there are very few chances of infection. Everything is sanitized. So yeah, very safe to do your eyebrows with them. It costs 600 rupees, which I know a lot of people will say is expensive compared to threading. But guys, if you're someone like me, I used to have to thread my brows every 10 days. I have an intense growth and now I need to do my brows once a month. So waxing definitely lasts longer than threading. Like I do my brows once a month with Umang and they stay amazingly. With threading, I had to thread every 10 days to 2 weeks on an average. So I would end up spending more or less the same money. So yeah, you definitely don't need it as often as threading, so it works out cost effectively. Your brows look better, definitely. They're shaped better because they use a lot of tools to get the shape right, the arch right, which I think is totally worth it. So I would definitely recommend it. The only unfortunate part is that it's available only in certain Sephora stores in India. So I don't think they have it everywhere. I think they have it in Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata and Chandigarh. I'm not sure if there are any more stores, but you can check their site or their Instagram. All the details are there. And yeah, I feel like if you're someone who wants a brow makeover or if you want to kind of maintain a shape with your brows, this is really a good way to do it. So definitely to buy. Like I feel like this has really changed my whole take on my brows and I get very excited to do my brows. I used to hate threading my brows and be like, no. But now when I have to see Umang, I'm like, yay, gonna have lovely brows. So yeah, definitely to buy. So guys, that's it for this to buy or not to buy video. Comment below with services or products that you want me to review in the next one and I will try and do that for you. Check out my last video here, subscribe here. See you guys.